Hello and welcome to Champion Reviews. Today we review Sting of the Scorpion from the 1994 90s Spider-Man cartoon series. And I went in with no expectations.
I went in with low expectations.
Because I don't remember liking this episode as a kid.
And the issue, there was a time where Jonah and even Marla were a little kooky. It's like these mustache twirling.
But here, Jonah was given a lot of depth in this episode. Spider-Man kind of screwed up. He tried playing, okay, I'm going to pretend I don't like Peter Parker as Spider-Man. But the problem is it backfired because when he threatened Peter and Jonah and said, get off my case,
The way
he worded
it brought Jameson back to the point where the wife died.
Yeah, brought back the memories of when she died, and this really left a huge impact on him emotionally. And he vowed never to let another masked crook ever get away above the law, or he didn't want them to get away with it. But that's the sparking event here, along with Jonah having hired a PI, Mac Gargan. Now, Gargan, for his part, is humiliated and angered by this, and decides to agree to become a guinea pig for Stillwell, whom Jonah bribes into using the neogenic recombinator to help create the Scorpion. But no sooner does he do that, does Stillwell, because he's an idiot, realize, oh, whoops. I guess using technology in its infancy stage to twist and play around with the human genome and combine it with elements from a Scorpion is maybe not the best idea. No.
It was the Three Stooges in that room.
Yeah, I know. And ironically, Jonah was a smart one. Which doesn't say much for the other two's IQ.
Yeah. Especially at the time where Jonah set it up.
Yeah. Now, after that, you've got, Spider-Man who gets ambushed. And you have Gargan who then goes insane and starts smashing up the city. Now, that said, I know it doesn't sound too interesting, but the way they did it was really good.
It was better done here than in the comics.
Or in the older cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
And that said, Peter clashes with Gargan and in the Oscorp building, where there's apparently a lot of radioactive equipment, fission, and nukes, which really begs the question what Osborn's getting up to. And him and Jonah have to struggle against all odds to try and hit the big red button to stop and reverse the chain reaction Scorpion has started.
Mm-hmm.
Because Scorpion's an idiot and thinks that just a single dose of radiation will turn him back because he's gone completely bonkers. Now, Spidey doesn't immediately realize who created Scorpion. So, by the end of the episode, he thanks Jonah and asks if they could bury the hatchet. Jonah says no. So Spider-Man decides to prank him a little and say, all right, well, I won't rest till you shave that mustache. Oh, and what was it? Pickle Puss or whatever. Thanks for saving my life, which annoys Jonah even more.
Mm-hmm. And we learn a bit of now priorities to
the city.
The city and everything.
Oh, yeah, Spider-Man's lesser of two evils there, yeah.
Yeah, and where we see that only in extreme circumstances will he consider Spider-Man the lesser of two evils. However, he will not admit it.
No, he won't.
Except for Robbie.
To Robbie's face, yeah, because Robbie's his bestie.
Yeah.
That said, this episode also raises Jonah's status to almost a villain, while at the same time giving him nuance. And maybe they should have done this sort of thing in the Sam Raimi movies, or any of the other live-action Spider-Man movies. But That would have actually involved characterizing the characters.
I mean,
And that was physically impossible for those for these guys. Now I was gonna say talentless hacks, but Sam Raimi actually has talent and was really good with Evil Dead and Hercules. But sadly, when he got to Spider-Man,
I mean, you had Richard Simmons.
yeah, the only perfectly cast actor in all of Spider-Man live-action film history.
I know.
Oh my gosh, the fact that every other actor has generally been garbage in their roles is just... At least we have the cartoon.
Yeah.
And that's really the thing with this episode is it shouldn't be as good as it is. The plotting is good, although the story is pretty simple and direct. There's not much complexity like there will be in later episodes. And there's not as much complexity as there was in the Spider Slayers episodes.
It's extremely basic.
But it's an intro episode.
Back to the classics.
But it's an intro episode to establish Scorpion for the Insidious 6 or Sinister 6 episode later on.
And for character development when it comes to JJ.
Yeah, and to explore his backstory. I think the next episode, though, will be even better.
Oh, of course.
Now, if you like this episode...
How much would you rate this episode?
Oh, yeah, we have to rate. I had 2.
Same.
Now, if you like this episode, like, share, leave a comment, subscribe,
and
hit that notification bell
with Fission.
You want them to nuke it?
Yes.
Okay, nuke it till it glows.